Aloha, I'm Auntie Aggie, Lani, Marti-Kini, and I live in Anahola. I am the Moku Po'o of Olau, and that's the district here on the east side of Kauai. I am here to uh, represent our moku and to cover certain issues of concern regarding our natural resources, the kai, the vai, the aina, the ikena. And I believe that without these resources, Kauai cannot be sustainable. Is now. They came on the 10th and they put some sandbags in there. They want to come back and get a permit to put a permanent.
I don't see any sandbags here.
Yeah,
And I frequent this beach.
There you go. There were 4 bags. That's what Donald said. They put in 4 bags.
Yeah, if you go up to the pavement, you'll see the white line.
Just yeah, the Kaneakua and Puka over there.
Yeah. So, anyway, there are 4 bags there, and they want to put more with the new revetment. Okay. The revetment is going to be with cement and boulders.
What's the purpose of putting 4 bags? Is this like,
No idea.
is this like to just, kind of like keep pacify the situation? Is somebody like complaining or what?
What Donald said is it's deteriorating underneath, eroding, and so they have to stop that right away.
And they go more into the hillside a little bit each time.
Right.
Well,
This land here belongs to the Department of Hawaiian Homelands, the mountainside. Department of Hawaiian Homelands has issue with giving land away to anybody but their beneficiaries. So this is what Donald's telling me. He doesn't want to go that route because he knows Hawaiian Homelands is not going to agree. So the other quick fix that they talked about was having a bridge at the north end to go into North Aliomanu, should this one not work.
the bottom line is beachfront homes should have never been built because you cannot mess with Mother Nature. She'll come, she'll take, she'll refill.
Yes.
Might take years, might take centuries. The bottom line is beachfront homes should have never been built because you cannot mess with Mother Nature. She'll come, she'll take, she'll refill.
Yes.
Might take years, might take centuries.
Yes.
Are there utilities here? Water?
Above.
Water is over there, not here.
No, we have power lines above too. So that would be effective too if they were trying to widen the village out. So the other option from taking the sand from the north side of the river is to take it from the other side, the south side of the river.
What a concept.
So, and this is also from the DLNR, which I talked to this morning. And they said, well, if it's going to affect the highway on the north side, maybe they should propose that they get it on the south side of the river. But he said he doesn't know the specifics of the permit that they already have they've already been permitted to do the revetment. And so he said you gotta look at the permit and see if it's site specific, if it's the south side of the river or the north side of the river. So we have to find that out.
And Aggie, there is a
Yes.
water line that goes here. It's right to our house. There's a shut off. It continues. They were wondering how it would cross the road or where. Do you know where the water line is down there, Nick?
Well, I know it passed through here.
Yeah, across.
Maybe most likely on the center of the road.
Well, there's a white line that has a W on it. I don't know if that.
Yeah, it could be. Okay, so that's pretty much the situation. Our situation with the Aha Moku is that we want to preserve our marine life, we want to preserve, the aina if possible, and we want to make sure that the reefs are not suffocating because there's so much sand eroding on it or black, whatever that is, liner.
Right.
Because it affects all the fishing and lobster holes and the limu from growing. So any questions, any concerns? I called the county and told them that they need to set a community meeting for the people that live down here. And so they're going to notice everybody, I guess, notify everyone, but we just, yeah. And at those community meetings, if you don't attend, then you don't get your 2 cents in, right?
I mean, does a single road bother you guys? Having to yield just a single lane? I mean, is that a real inconvenience for whoever lives on that end?
Doesn't bother me. I drive
Yeah.
through every day, lots of times.
Yeah, okay.
You see, if you go from here to KFB, you have many, just one lane.
Yeah.
Don't need to.
I mean,
Yeah.
so we might not need to have to widen it, fill it.
Well, also,
But you're gonna have to
what's the deal
protect
with-
what is
what's
already
the big
there.
deal with moving the road inland 20 feet?
Because the land belongs to Department of Hawaiian Homestead.
No, but I'm just saying, we're thinking
If it
of
was state
alternatives.
land, if it was any other land, then maybe. But that land belongs to the Hawaiians, and the Hawaiians will not give up their land for a
But,
road.
but there's one thing you missed. The county did something they shouldn't have done. They took rocks out of the water and put them up there. And I did an interview back in 2007 or whatever, way back, and I said they did that. They shouldn't have taken those rocks out because there's one thing that happened. Those rocks went up, then our beach went out up there.
See?
Well, I think that solid cement wall had more to do with the
I don't think
change
so.
of the.
It was
Because
the
it's a
rocks.
solid wall. It's
It
a
was the
solid wall.
rocks being
Walks in
put-
the wall, it goes bam out, bam out.
They should have never moved those rocks, taken them out of the ocean. I don't know if they had a permit to
They
do
were
that.
great. They were a natural breakwater. They lessened the impact in a certain time. So what they do come along as
Well,
quickly
even
maybe.
if they leave it a one-lane road, they're still gonna have to do a revetment there.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now, we've got I'm pretty sure that's a fire line that runs along the edge of the road, and that's the only reason why they put in those 4 bags was that fire line was in danger of being eroded, and if it lets loose, then there's no fire protection. from here
So
on
they have
down.
to address these first. Even if you're gonna have one road, I mean one lane, you still have to address the erosion by putting, there are many types of boulders Okay, they have the one that interlock together. I mean, you know, you ever been in?
No, Willy, and that wall, break wall that they
Yeah.
have out there. It's
something
like a
that-
jack.
Yeah, well, look at Waimea Bay right now. I mean, afterwards, they got all the interlock lines. Mother Nature will take them out.
Yeah. And so the marine biologist's not here, but she is saying that road, no matter what you do, because of global warming, tides rising, ocean levels rising, is going to affect whatever you put there. So a couple of the residents on that side, I won't say who, suggested a bridge over the small Aliomanu stream. But I asked the county about that. They said to get a permit for that, it's going to take 5 to 6 years, and it's going to cost $5 to $10 million to put a little bridge there, and they're not going to do it because it's too much money.
So, Aggie, is there a timeline for any next move here, or?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Here.
The original estimate for this wall was $440,000. When they first released it, that was 5 years ago. I don't know what it's going to cost now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was that again?
The original estimate to build the revetment was $440,000 5 years ago.
So it's probably $1 million now, minimum. Million,
Yeah.
$1.5 million.
I'm not sure, but it could be more than that.
Where's the cement goes up?
So they believe that's going to be a permanent fix to do the revetment. So you can either have it done that way or suggest something else when they call for a community meeting.
Are the plans
Not
going
even
to
gonna do it.
No, but I got him to email them to me. So if you want a copy of those plans,
To do this.
Yeah, you can get
contact
them on
me.
email.
Yeah,
They're out there.
I
You can
guess-
look
I guess they're out there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. So
Right.
you would have to go to the county.
You gotta be
Also,
an engineer to read it.
yeah.
It's
So
there.
Donald apologized he couldn't make it today because his boss wanted to be here, and his boss doesn't have Wednesdays available. So that's why I didn't call this meeting off, because I think sharing this with all of you and your concerns about flooding either by the river mouth or losing your road here is your concern. You do business here, you live here, and you just need to be aware that this is coming down the pike. And
But you remember what happened? The wall that's up there
yes,
was built. The two homeowners sued the county.
yes.
Said the wall took the beach back and we lost our houses, and they lost the lawsuit.
Right.
So you're not going to win like fighting the county and saying that, the ocean came up. She's right. The ocean's going to come up. The ocean's going to go back. You can't stop it.
But the difference between having a straight and solid wall like it is over there, is the water comes and out.
Right.
If you have boulders or something that interlocks, they're going to be the water going to in, they're going to go out.
Yeah. So
And where the water comes in.
what is the suggestion? What's the alternative
Something
suggestion?
like a wall where the water comes in and out. It can go,
Not a wall.
not a wall, but
Interlocking,
Yeah, it can breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
it can
breathe.
breathe.
could be boulders or could be the other
That's
interlock.
what they were doing in front of the wall.
No, that's a revetment. That's like a stepped up rock thing.
I don't have the 18-page printout with
Yeah.
me, but I was looking at it, yesterday?
Yeah, it does some of that. They say that the revetment in that plan is the most beneficial
Cool.
to the ocean and the sand. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true.
So I did find out it is illegal to dredge sand, wet sand from the ocean, and you have to go through a process. And this is from the DLNR. They can't just go down to the ocean, put their pumps in there, and pump the sand out. And
But let me tell you one thing. The house up there has sandbags in front of it. First
Yes.
house. That house went to Hawaiian homeland,
uh-huh.
and they bought the sand from the Hawaiian homeland at the riverman.
Yes.
You can go to the Hawaiian homeland and pay them muchos, and they'll sell you sand.
Yeah, you still have
Yeah,
to have
but
a
you-
permit
it's
through
mucho,
the
it's money.
DLNR. Yes.
It's Maguch.
Well, whatever it was at the time, it's moot right now, you know? And we can't keep crying
Sand
over.
not free.
Yeah.
Well, but if it's the county, they can, who's gonna write the permit? The county. I bet they can get a permit if they wanna get a permit to get sand.
They will.
Yeah, they did already. They did.
They'll get it.
Privately put in and privately put in there just before the wall, right? That
So
there.
the other question is, what are they going to do with the rocks that they took out of the ocean if they build a wall?
It's a good question. So I suggest you
back.
guys start writing these things down, and when they
Put 'em
do
back,
have the
Dave.
community
Create
meeting,
homes for the fish.
you
Yeah, put them back. It's resourcing, you know, put it back.
They took all those rocks out.
Those rocks
brought
are in
them
the
up.
ocean.
Yeah,
Those
are
rocks
Bunch
there
of them,
are in
they
the
did,
ocean.
yeah. They did get like the crack
yeah.
is
So
gone.
they'll need to bring
Yeah,
in.
they're being resourceful. They said instead of bringing in man-made sandbags, go get sand, go steal sand, do whatever. They thought bring in the rocks. Okay, that's resourceful. That's what Kaneakuas do.
Okay, so do we want the rocks there, or do we want them to use?
You know, they've been happy for a long time. They should be fine. Everything has adapted. The sea life, the coral is, well, there's issues out there, but yeah.
So that means they would have to bring in their
Yeah,
own.
from Malka, the ones that they don't want to use. Crowding out people are big stacks
Oh yeah.
and go this way with it so the water can get in.
Yeah.
No cement.
No cement.
No
Good
cement.
one. No unnatural stuff.
Okay, so these are good ideas.
I mean, we're just sharing, right? Ideas, yeah. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
trying to
it.
knock, judge, or, you know, we're all sharing, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Does anybody else want to share what their thoughts might be, or what they would like to see, especially the residents on this end? What do you guys want? You know, this is your street down there. You're going to be landlocked if they don't
Yeah,
do
but it's
something.
their street, but it's our beach.
Yes, that's true too. And that's why we're here. because
See,
we're
taking
concerned
sand
about
from
the
one
beach,
place,
too.
that's not good because during different times of the year, the ocean brings sands and take them back.
Yeah.
But that's a natural flow.
Right.
So if they're taking sand from there,
At the wrong time of the year,
yeah,
it will cause.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
cause more problem
Yeah.
than fix.
But the county does, when a storm is predicted, the county comes to the river mouth and digs it out. They open it up. They've
Yeah.
done that consistently.
But I found out that you can get a regular maintenance through the county. But someone just has got to ask for it because they do it in other places in Hanapepe and around the island where they come in every couple months and open up.
But the last time there was a flood on this road, what happened was the river got pushed and came down the road and flooded all the houses down there.
That's
The
right.
flood didn't come from the ocean from the front, it came around the back.
Around, yeah.
From the river.
To the river.
Yeah.
And that was because it wasn't open. The
I
river
don't
wasn't
know.
open.
I wasn't here then.
Oh.
I don't know. Either the wind or the tide or something pushed the water up the river. It had no place to go, so it came onto the road and then washed back
Yeah,
down.
least
All of the
resistant.
flood things that you see show any time that there's going to be a big shot of water, that water is going to shoot right up that river, go all the way to the general store, all the way in there, and if it's going to build up that much at that pass, it's going to spread out in both directions from there.
So that's going to threaten the residents at that end.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, what I'm trying to say is you can fix the road and fix the wall, but then you're going to cause problems this way and that way that are unintended consequences from what you do. You have to be very
Well,
careful.
wall is not the right word.
Okay, what is it?
We want boulders, natural boulders, because the water will act naturally. It goes in and out, okay, without damaging anything. All moving sand from one place to another.
It would be less expensive to try that before you went and built
Yeah,
a
they're
$2
all
million
about money.
wall.
That might be a good suggestion. you know?
Maybe we should say, try this before you spend $2 million building a wall.
So Donald Fujimoto, remember that name, Donald Fujimoto. He is open to suggestions.
Write him a letter.
Okay.
Dennis, isn't it?
No, it's Donald.
Is it Donald?
Yeah.
Dennis is the newspaper.
Yeah, that's the photographer.
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, write to him. I mean, you know.
There's his phone number. His phone number's on the sheet of paper. He's left his
You
email
got a
also.
handout. His number's on the bottom. I
Yep.
believe.
And his email.
Do you have
And his email.
do you know how many landowners we have down here versus vacation rentals? Can you?
Go to the
Nick,
county
maybe
site,
Nick
you
knows.
look up.
Yeah, I know. I mean that easy, but I thought maybe somebody here has.
Well, I know around our neighbors.
Ken?
Okay, there's
Ten or
us.
12.
There's Robin and Rich are on the top of the hill. Dave owns his, so there's those three. Joel is 4, and in that area, then there's 2 vacation rentals. Carl is a resident, so it's about 5 to 2 in our area,
Okay.
and then Joe's.
Because
Joe's
I
in
mean,
his place.
I grew up in this area. I frequent this area. I practice traditions in this area, gathering practices and so on, and perpetuate the continuance of specialty limu or seaweed, and it's been in our family for a number of generations. But I mean, there's cars that whip down here. I'm surprised that maybe they're, I don't know when United Airlines get in or something, but there is a constant flow of
Doing drug deals. They gotta be quick.
just, I mean, and
Not just
and
that.
and they're all tourists.
Vacation rental
They're all
cars.
tourists. They're just zoop, 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 zoop. I'm surprised nobody passed now, but I don't know what time United Airlines lands. So, but there is constant, like, other than the residents, this is a high-used area, man. So
Need to start issuing permits.
I don't know, how we're gonna handle this, but for me, keeping the natural topography of the landscape and keeping in mind of the ocean and its surroundings is to me more important than having 2 lanes. So it's a small community down there. Hey, slow down. You're only like quarter mile after that little dip. Ain't nowhere else to go after that. Well, thank you
Comes
for
down
visiting
here.
and leave your money. Thank you. We appreciate your
What I
money.
would
Don't
say
forget to
is,
go
I
home.
think,
Don't forget to go home. No, thank you very much. I fish all the time, and I'll be happy to share some mo'olelo with you if you come by.
but
Thank you.
seriously, I think you should.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. I don't think you need a 2-lane road here.
No, I
I
mean,
think
we
a
want to be
1-lane road
unique,
would be
you know.
fine, and I think
Yeah, we wanna
maybe
keep it-
if you can throw it past the
We wanna
county
keep
and
it
a
Kauai.
saving thing
Kauai.
is
Kauai, yeah. Yeah. Someone
built
suggests.
a revetment for this, keep it a 1-lane road. We got 1-lane roads all over the.
I mean, that's what Mother
The
Nature
county.
requested, and I think we should honor her. Keep it 1 lane.
Okay. Someone suggested keep it 1 lane with a foot lane.
That would be nice.
That'd be
Yeah.
good.
For
That
foot
would be
traffic.
nice.
It's too narrow now.
Yeah.
When people are walking, and some people that are walking is like, I'm in the middle of the road. This is my road.
That's right. They can have it. That sign maybe should say yield to footpath.
So Tim, you had a question?
Well, not really a question. Well, I guess it
Or
is a
comment.
question. I'm just wondering, and if I may put this, whether to you or to
Nalani.
Nalani. I know that many times I come down here, and that little spot, I guess what the fishermen use or something right there. Is there any way that we can have one county rubbish bin right there? Because I always end up collecting quite a bit of opala there.
I can say that area is used more by townies, I like to call them, because I'm here every day. And there are people, as soon as the weather is all cherry, they're like, yeah, let's go down there, pop up a tent, and leave our opala. I'm one of them who go and pick them up every day and take them. But that would be a great idea to, to put something.
They come this way anyway, don't they, to hit the holidays?
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
if we have one,
The county does come all the way down here, so it wouldn't be a.
just to limit it so it doesn't end up in the ocean.
Yeah. I'm here all the time, so that's my job. That's my kuleana. Pick up the rubbish. Yeah.
And we do have various beach cleanups too. So if you see signs at the post office, come and join us.
And then
Everybody's
I don't
welcome.
know who we should address, but you know those whatever they are, those what are the barriers? They're open and they are filled. Hey, hi honey. Aloha. Aloha. They're filled with some really opala, and there's tons of mosquitoes just within it. Like, whoa. So I don't know who we can address that to, but it's a breeding hole for rubbish and mosquitoes right now.
Call the county.
Yeah,
and
so that's pretty
leave a
nasty.
message.
I thought they were capped and filled with water. I thought that's what they were. I never really looked at them, but I was like, oh, mosquitoes. Tons of them.
So this is Dr. Music, Catherine Music. She's a marine biologist. Catherine, did you want to
I just
say something about it?
Like Shane cares a lot about what I care about, and he said sorry he couldn't come, but I've got a small garden project in Ka'a, and where it's been dredged. He just went crazy playing with the dogs over there. I would like to upscale my project to here, and we have the same idea. We throw rocks in there out where the corals can go on them, you know. And then you have living corals on rocks and limu.
Right.
So
But I'm talking about
the road.
erosion. Right?
yeah, and he said either you build a wall, because this is only 5 years or so old, which is going to be washed away, or you move it back. I don't know the history here, but I listened to him.
Yeah.
They put
But you did say something about global warming and how.
No, this is what's happening. Like at Ponokai, I just talked to Nathan in the shop. It was millions of dollars, and it's already failing over, the whole new wall by the thing.
The bike path. She's talking about
And
that
the
wall they
waves
just
are-
put up.
She said there were 100-foot waves last like a month ago. I mean, because of El Nino, the waves are getting bigger. We're sinking. This island is sinking a quarter of an inch a year, whatever. So, put any more money into the road. It's like, why?
But where does that leave the people on the other side?
The bridge.
That's what they said. And the county said it's going to cost too much money and take too long. So they have to do a quick Band-Aid fix.
Is the bridge really necessary?
Yeah, can't be
I mean, simply, that's my
Just
suggestion.
do a small one lane
Keep
here.
it single. Why not have it just
Yeah.
Yield to each other. You know, slow down. Yield to each other.
Where were they talking about putting a bridge? Here or on the other side?
Either
Over
side.
over the stream?
Yeah.
Either side they said, but the
What?
residents said to put it on the other side. Yeah.
I can't believe
Just,
what they
can it be
did.
just a dead end? What's wrong with it just being the dead end, the dead end? It's not like we're talking 20 miles.
Yeah. Can.
So, was the suggested solution to put some big boulders on the side? You know, like just to make it straight from that?
How much? I don't know, and this is where I think we need to have some, the county, whoever. The plans that I've seen, it runs 18 pages, and at least 10 of those are quite detailed drawings where they've gone through. It looks like they put pass-through lines so that the water that's going to come off of the top has a way to get out without undermining the road. Like every time it rains now, you wind up with half of the hill washing down, and so you got
Yeah.
the big mud puddle and
because
the
that
dirt
erosion
and
is
all
not
of that
only coming
crap.
from the ocean.
Yeah.
So if you just put rocks here, I don't see that dealing with that issue at all. Okay, so I have a concern about that. I really, he's been here forever, and I've only owned land for 3 years, and yeah, Neil. So he knows a whole lot better, but I'm not that concerned about whether there's 1 or 2 lanes. I just want whatever it is to be passable on a regular basis, and that the water can find its way out.
Is there no color?
No.
maybe some nice
No,
signs.
the water comes down off the hill, sits on the road,
Drive along.
and carries the
you know.
dirt and rock down at the surface water. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you all have Donald's email and phone number. You can call or email him with your suggestions. And when he has your email, he can let you know when the county's going to have a community meeting for you guys.
It's been a pleasure. 9 months.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's 9 months and it's
the beginning of the process right now.
we're lucky we're catching it in the beginning. Otherwise, you're going to have to live with
So
it.
the process is to share the Malao and the message that we talked about today with them and tell them save their money for now. You know.
So the person they want to interface with is Michael Mole.
And who is Michael Mole?
He is currently the head engineer of Public Works, but he was the one who took Larry Bill's position.
Spreading out to the sea, I like the tropical moon and the lazy palm trees. I like to listen to my heart. There's no place I'd rather be. I like the people, I like the way they smile. I like the feeling of you on this paradise island. I like the cool island gecko. Man, this is where I wanna be. So take me back to the kind, take me back to the kind, all over my bed of Kauai, I will return. So take me back to the kind, take me back to the kind, all over my bed of Kauai, I will return. Like the gecko singing in the night, I like to do the dance they do to the Molokai slide. When the sun comes a shining, always more better the kind. I like the hula, I think it's really good, but then I don't understand the word. But in time I think I could if I just had the time. Oh, if I just had the time. So won't you come along? We'll have a luau by the sea. We'll cook a little pig and all the coconuts are free. And what you see is what you get, just a little grass shine. I know you're gonna like it, and I hope you come back. I like fishing, swimming around in the sea. I like to hop 'em on the grill and cook 'em up for me. With the big pan of butter, man, better together. Oh no, no, no. Like the chicken, hop 'em on the grill and it hurts, things are raw fish. Eat up all the spills, oh well, oh yeah. It's just a luau down by the sea. So take me back to the kind, take me back to the kind, all over my bed of Kauai, I will return. So take me back to the kind, take me back to the kind, all over my bed of Kauai, I will return. So won't you come along, we'll have a luau by the sea. We'll cook a little pig and it, and I hope you come back. I like the fishing, swimming around in the sea. I like to hop 'em on the grill and hook 'em up for me with a big pan of butter. Man,